Hello, my angels, and welcome back to a new day, new reading. I've been going for these Heart Hidden Secrets deck. So let's see the collective we're doing a reading for today. What's going on with you? I wanted to do a reading. I'm just gonna say because it's coming to my mind. I was gonna do a reading yesterday, but I didn't feel like it. And that could be a sign in itself for this collective. Maybe you weren't in a state of mind to be within a reading, or it wasn't the day for it at least. So let's see the collective we are doing a reading for today. What are they dealing with? What's on their mind? Okay. So we have longing, craving, aching and wanting, thinking, missing you, craving and desire, and then curse, the hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. Could there be something here where you feel a bit cursed when it comes to a process of thought? That could be. We have like the longing and the thinking for a reason, right? So you would be a collective that in this moment of time are finding yourself craving, aching, longing for something here, someone you are missing dearly. I'm getting that. And you would be thinking a lot about them with the thinking card here as well, right? So you would truly be feeling that energetically pull when it comes to the person on your mind. And that could be, so to speak, a pattern that you find hard to resist, release, not go into. It's very much present within you in this moment of time, right? So don't make this fit. You could be feeling that maybe there are some witchcraft within the background of this, that someone is doing that to you. But I think it's more within the negative frame of mind when it comes to this not being able to get out, kind of feeling that stuck energy when it comes to the longing and the thinking about this person. I'm getting more that than, and this, you don't say necessarily curse, like a literal curse. Do you get what I'm saying? But let's see here. When it comes to that longing. Wait. Yeah, as I said, the escaping this, the avoiding the blockage, and then we have the new beginning that fell on the floor. So you are truly finding it hard within this moment of time to release yourself from that energetically pull when it comes to thinking, longing, wishing, hoping, yearning for this person, right? To escape this, not, it says here, avoiding, blocking, and pushing it away. More within that lens that you are, again, finding it hard to do that when it comes to this, right? I don't think that you are avoiding anything here. It's quite the contrary when it comes to it. It's more hard to actually walk away, to escape this, to not give in to that pull, right? So you could truly be feeling that getting on top of your own energy when it comes to this is very hard within this moment of time. Wanting that new beginning, wanting to try again, you want a new direction, you want to start over. And I think it's definitely when it's to do with that person, you really want them to come in and maybe kind of sweep you off your feet, if you get what I'm saying with that. But then again, you're still thinking it in some way, shape, or form. It's negative, right? So it's not like you're in a positive outlook towards the situation. You would be thinking it's negative. It's a negative frame of mind, and that you're finding it this hard to release, right? Yeah, the emotional storm. And I can see that. It's like a lot of overthinking, right? All of the turmoil, the unstable, and the affected here. But again, just the emotional storm of this, right? Very hard to get away from, to gravitate towards it. So you would be finding it hard within your day-to-day when you're doing whatever you are doing in your day-to-day to actually free yourself from it, escape from it. It's like stalking you, right? Within this moment of time. So you wouldn't have found necessarily outlets, or the outlets that you did have for yourself at some given point of time are not really working within this moment of time. You're just feeling that pull. And we have more when it comes to this. It's like the cards just want to go all over, kind of like you and your mind, right? Just wandering. Let's see what fell here. Oh, so there would be a lot of distance with the separation, right? There could also be blockages. Well, yes, this could definitely be a block for you. Thinking again within the negative frame of mind when it comes to this. You want to escape it, but you can't. It's kind of like that feeling. So you keep longing, you keep thinking, being within this pull, like I said, and not being able to avoid it, but you're wanting that new beginning. And maybe that is not within the forefront of your mind, but you would be feeling that, right? So don't make this fit. But you would be going over the distance. So there could be quite the distance in between you and that person that you're finding yourself longing for, right? Either emotional or physical. It could be both as well, right? But feeling frozen, no words, and that stone wall you're being met with, right? So this distraction is hard. Maybe you have reached out to that person. I'm getting that feeling for a reason. Maybe you have reached out to them. And therefore, it's quite hard to escape this within this moment. And maybe you were met with a lot of silence as well when it comes to that they didn't reply. Yeah, the clinging, the holding on, and the hopeless. So I think you have been giving into that pull. And you would be feeling that falling apart, sinking in despair, right? Holding on, obsession, spying. Maybe you are. Maybe you are within this moment of time, finding it, like I said, very hard to escape this pull. So you just want to be on top of their energy, not your own, right? Wanting to see what they're doing, who they're with, looking into their socials. Maybe you have shared some kind of playlist together. I'm getting that for a reason. Quite specific, right? But you could have shared a playlist together and you go in there to upload songs to let that person know that you're thinking about them. But truly clinging, holding on to this. And I get that with the curse as well, right? The negative mind, because you're feeling hopeless towards the situation, which is kind of sad. Finding it really hard to get out of and not looking at it as any kind of positive here. It's more within that heaviness, right? Within your energy. Apology. So you could have apologized, asking this person for some kind of forgiveness here. Maybe you felt the need to say that to them for some apparent reason. Like handing out an olive branch and it weren't reciprocated. And I want one more for that. Apology, the forgiveness here, the broken. A second chance. So what I'm getting from this is that this collective, you have reached out to this person, but there weren't any words exchanged. You were met with silence. when it comes to this. And you could have come in with an apology towards this person, wanting their forgiveness about something here, maybe to do with your separation. But broken over that second chance. So it didn't go as planned, right? Again, what you were met with was the silence. And it could be something you have been holding on to for quite some time, and you finally did it. You tossed the dice, right? You took a chance on this, and it didn't go as planned. I just want to have that confirmed. I'm getting that for a reason, but I just want to have it confirmed that this collective, because if you haven't reached out, this is finding you again to regain your strength, if you get what I'm saying here. But I just want to see if this collective has been reaching out to the person. So if there come any kind of communication card or the yes card out of this deck, you have, okay, first card out. So you did reach out to them. You did reach out to them, and you were met with silence, right? Let's just get a dice to see how many days, how long ago this was. 1. So yesterday. There is a reason for everything, right? When it comes to a reading. Oh, let's just see a bit further when it comes to this. Or maybe I'm keeping that. Are we keeping that? No, we're gonna take these. I was thinking about them. So you wanted to apologize to this person, and you would have, right? You would have sent them a message. Maybe it's quite the long message, but again, what you were met with was silence, and it was 1 day ago. I feel like this reading is already quite specific, so it couldn't be a lot of collective. This would fit. But let's see a bit more when it comes to that message. Oh, that's way too many. So it could have been doing with the lack of direction when it comes to this, right? You wanted to explore if there was still something there, that it wasn't just within you and your own process of thought that you were feeling this. Unlocking the gates, explore the unknown, and walk the path together. I think that's what you're wanting to do. To truly just say, let the past be in the past. I forgive you for what you have been doing, and I just want to move forward when it comes to this. But the pace of pleasure, right? It talks about resisting the rush, and you didn't. Not that there's anything bad within that, right? It's all a lesson that we need to learn. And it's coming in the way that it is, because, again, that is how you would be able to learn this lesson this time around, right? But not being able to resist that rush, that feeling, again, with the energetically pull, feeling that pull, I'm just going to do it. I need to get this out. I need to get this said. I can't have it within me anymore, right? So not trusting that within the universe's timing, not being able to surrender to that energetically pull that you felt, it took over, right? And again, don't hit yourself in the head with it. It's a lesson that you need to learn, and it's there for a reason. Just letting you know. No judgment over here. But you're wanting to control the situation when it comes to this. Maybe you feel quite alone on this path, right? And you're not seeing that in this moment of time you need to be. There's a reason why this person isn't within your life in this moment of time. right? Because it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that you and this person, again, like I say throughout my readings, if you're meant to be together, you will be together. Trust that what is meant for me will always be for me. Me holding on, clinging on, feeling the need to control the situation in any way, shape, or form doesn't help it. I am not in control. The only thing I have control over is me, my own ship. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to navigate? What kind of lessons am I being taught within this moment of time that I need to overcome, that I need to learn from so I can rise above it, right? And grow within this human vessel that I have been giving within this moment of time. But you could be feeling that the path is quite lonely, right? Truly be finding yourself, again, feeling lonely within your day-to-day. Maybe you don't have as many people within your life that you used to have. Maybe you had a lot of mutual friends, and as soon as you and this person were done, they were as well. And that could be something. It's coming to my mind for a reason. But needing to take that time out to be on your own for a while. And again, there's nothing bad about it. It's a blessing. I say that again within my readings. The person that you need to have the closest bond with is yourself. You're the only person that you ever, throughout your whole life, from the day you were born to the day that you die, that you're going to spend every second, every minute, every hour of every day with. From the day you were born to the day that you are not here anymore. And that's only one person you're going to do that with, and that's you. So that's important to have that bond with oneself and truly enjoy your own company. If you are not enjoying the company of yourself, energetically, what will you call in? People as well that don't. And I do not think that this collective, you want that. You want people that are rested within themselves. So you need to learn that lesson as well. So you can energetically be that, and therefore it will fuse out of you through your vessel, right? And you will call in the right people. Does it make sense? To truly make this a period for you to focus on you and come into that peace and that center and find ways that work for you to truly be happy for what you have, to be with yourself, because it's a blessing. It's not a curse, it's a blessing. But I kind of want to see how the person connected to you are reflecting upon this. So the person connected to this collective, how are they reflecting upon this in this moment of time? Ooh, they're flying everywhere as well. So what was that? That's key on ring. So we have twin flame, which is good. I'm seeing that as a positive. That means your person has some kind of understanding about what this journey entails. It's all about the yin and yang, the balance, right? Union and duality, completion and polar opposites, because you are more often than not completely different from the people that you used to date or used to find attractive. It's kind of like finding a whole new type. I'm seeing that quite often throughout the collective. You are finding that person that is the complete mirror of your soul when it comes to what you need to learn. And that is why it's so triggering to be that twin flame. But you're often not usually attracted to that type. It's kind of like, how do you explain that? It's kind of like you go outside of the box. Does it make sense? I'm hoping that it does. But your person has some kind of an awareness about this, which is good. It means they could be starting to awaken to this journey, right? which is good. That's a good sign. Then we have the Key on Rings. It talks about all of the options, right? The unconventional, the one night stand, and the string along. And if this person is not feeling like you are stringing them along, I will find that a bit hard to believe in this moment of time. They could be feeling that towards you, that they were stringing you along. Because if you, like we're doing, you have reached out to this person, it would be weird if they would be feeling that. For some reason, I find that would be a bit weird if you have, again, you have handed them an olive branch when it comes to communication and they didn't reply. Maybe it's something they go over and that is why they haven't replied. That could be a reason as well. And I did hear that with this card as well. So I'm just going to say it. Maybe that was something you talked about with the message that you sent, that you're seeing them as a twin flame. And therefore they are looking into that in this moment of time. Maybe that was quite shockingly. However, I heard that, so I'm going to say it. Like I said, we have the girl with a snake. So there could be a situation they're dealing with within this moment of time that has to be doing with friends, family, cousins, siblings, whatever it may be, but people that are quite intertwined within their life, that knows them very well, right? That they are finding it hard to put up boundaries. So these people are within that lens of saying that this person should do that, put up boundaries when it comes to you. Maybe they have felt like that at some given point of time within your connection, that you did string them along. But again, and then we have the butterfly, the evolving, the growing, the next phase, the healing the inner child, and releasing the past. So what I am getting from this is that you could have brought this to their attention about this twin flame journey, right? And maybe they have felt like they were being strung along for some reason here. Maybe it has to be doing with those people within the background, and maybe it's something you're not even aware of. But these people could have been talking about this to that person, and therefore they're believing in that even though you have reached out and you want to communicate, they're seeing it as more you're just stringing them along. But I'm a bit curious when it comes to that butterfly, because it seems like it's more within the lens in this moment of time for me, releasing the past, right? Wanting to evolve from this, that butterfly. And we have the engagement ring. It talks about higher commitment, eternity, and partnership. So this is what they have the butterfly over, right? I want one more for that. And then the dragonfly as well. So they could truly have been looking at you at some given point of time as you were the one completing them. I'm not saying that you aren't anymore, just hear me out. But maybe they're more within that lens in this moment of time of wanting to release that. Because we have the dragonfly, it talks about being lighthearted, adapting and finding things out, things coming to light, right? And you would have brought something to them. I just want one more from the engagement ring here. The coffin. So the new beginnings, the liberation, the reborn and the transition, and a tragic ending. So you could have been within the when you were together, within your, before you separated originally, you could have been in kind of that energy of have been talking about that, like having a higher commitment, maybe being engaged. That could be something that you did discuss here, but there were an ending over it, right? maybe a tragic ending. This card says, at least. I'm just a bit on the defense with that energy. And then we have the backstab. So it is more within that lens, right? The tragic ending. So maybe again, you don't know it, how this person has been breaking their heart, all of the pain that this separation has caused them, all of the loss. Maybe there were deceptions and lies here. But if they have people that are more within the permanence of their lives, like I said, parents, siblings, longtime friends that are saying that boundaries need to be put up here due to some perception they have about this connection. It could be lies that they are not aware of. I'm getting that for some reason. What about girl with a snake? Yeah, they're not today. And I'm not even sure this collective is aware of it. But these people, and I think your mind would be taking you to different kind of people, right? Your mind would be going down that memory lane. And you would have certain people come into your mind when it comes to this. Even though you're maybe not aware of it, certain people should come to your mind, but it's making them put up boundaries. When it comes to the hurt and the avoiding, right? This conversation. That means these people, they know about this. This person would have gone to them, right? To talk about it. And they're making them put up boundaries. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that this person is reflecting upon that these people don't have their best interests at heart, right? It's the girl with the snake. That's not the best energy, I'm gonna be honest. It's all about being charmed and used, right? Enabled. But they are making them put up these boundaries to not deal, to avoid this, right? You will get more into that. What about the key and rings here? It's the Death. So there is something here. And again, I don't even think this collective, you are aware of it in that lens, that this person would be feeling kind of strung along when it comes to this, when it comes to you. And then we have the Death. It's all about this relationship is over, no second chance, grow and transform. What is dead is dead. So if we take it to you and they know for a fact, maybe you have been feeling like this, it's like, this is done, this is dusted. But it's due to this. There is someone within the background making them put up boundaries, making them act within that way. That are charming them, that are using them within this moment of time. More within the emotions, right? But making them truly come into that energy, the Death. And the partying. So they could be more drawn to that in this moment of time, or truly just wanting to be single, have fun, live in the moment, or they're feeling that you are doing that collective. Right? And if they have ways maybe to look in, or they know for a fact, again, maybe these people have been telling them that. That you are just having fun, living in the moment, not really being bothered by this situation. I want one more for that. Healthier choices. So maybe they are seeing that you are doing good. And that storm you feel within, the emotional storm, they don't see. So that would also mean whatever you have been telling them, they wouldn't believe it. Right? They wouldn't believe it. Because it's not what they're being shown in their rights. Right? And just getting that feeling that they have someone in their ear telling them a lot of things when it comes to collective. And if they are saying that you're just out there having the time of your life, you look happy, you look single, you're doing great, you're focusing on yourself, you're just within that lens, right? Are truly being happier, loving life. And this is just to string you along. Don't act on it. I'm hearing that it's just a game, so they could be thinking that. This is sad. What about that twin flame? The golden mirror. The narcissist, the love bombing, the self-absorbed, the one-sided. So they could be feeling that you have love bombed them, and you're just self-absorbed. That what they are feeling is one-sided. I want one more. And the camera. So even though they have that, right, there's still some reminiscing. But I think it's more for them of learning from the past and trying to move on from it. Right? And that perception, you're truly having a very different perception about what is going on here. They don't see that emotional storm you're sitting in, that you are feeling from within, right? They don't see that. And they're cutting down. Again, the silent treatment. And the cutting out, not dealing, avoiding, hurt, blocked. They could have you blocked. I've been told to do that. This is sad, the silent treatment. But I want to get a bit further into it, see if we can get some clarity when it comes to who these people are that are within this person's life, telling them to not deal when it comes to this. So that girl with a snake, my angel, that girl with a snake. So they are looking on you, collective. That snake energy, they're looking into your life. And they are saying that to that other person. Maybe not that they are lurking within the background. This is fake accounts. Lurking on your socials, hidden identity, can't stop watching. So they are looking within your life. And if they are that and then go and tell whatever it is to that person of yours, and like I said, it's someone they would believe in. It's someone they have in their life that they have faith and trust towards. It's someone they have known for a long time, like a father, a mother, a sibling, or a long-time friend, cousin, whatever, right? And they're acting unbothered. And they could be thinking that you are as well, by doing this lurking within in the background. I was about to say acting. Maybe they think that you are acting. Like I said, it came to my mind with it's all just a game, right? This is quite the energy, isn't it? Same shit, different day. So they would be feeling that. They wouldn't be fulfilled within their own life. And it makes sense, like, to have that energy, you wouldn't be fulfilled within your own life. That saying, that saying of hurt people, and I'm blocking within my throat chakra again, everything for a reason. But they would truly be like that, right? Hurt people, hurt people. Maybe be quite jealous actually towards you for what you have, what you got going. And like I said, they don't see the storm that is going on within here. So it's all about projection. It says a lot about this person now, doesn't it? Cyberbullying. So they could be doing that. Like attacking you online, saying stuff, commenting mean and nasty stuff, right? But definitely hiding behind screen, word can still wound. So trying to knock you down up here maybe, but all online, not standing in true authentic anything. Just being a nasty little gremlin within the background. And it says karmic friendship, so it could be a friend of theirs. They can't fully trust them, always some tension, low-key competing with you. Like I said, this person is. So it would be a friend of theirs. And your mind should have taken you to that, right? It feels like dots are starting to connect within the right collectives, process of thought within this moment, right? Dirty offer. Yeah. It's their ego. They would be seeing you like that, like a queen that shines, right? You're glowing up, all eyes on her, coming up spotlight, so you could truly have some kind of social media present, right? Posting things about your day-to-day online. And I find a lot of people on this journey actually gravitate towards that, of finding an outlet to maybe not discuss or debate the spiritual journey, but again, express what you are finding out, what you are seeing, what you have been shown, right? Makes sense? So they would be seeing you glow. Again, not thinking that what you're going through within yourself is quite the storm. They don't see that. They see this, but it's their ego. The hurt ego, the ego getting in the way of this relationship. It's not your person, again, I'm just making that clear. It's that karmic friend that they would have. And they could have presented them of some kind of a dirty offer here. And again, I don't think your person is aware about what they're actually doing. Again, why would you want to have someone like that within your corner that feels the need to stir shit up, you know? But then again, you are what you hang around. But I do not think that your person is aware about the extent of this. I just want one more for that dirty offer here. So when it comes to the moving on, to leave this with you collective behind, they had offered them something here. This says thank you next. They would have offered them something here. And I'm just being drawn to that. It's like 3 guys here on the card. It could be a group of friends that are doing this. He does have that as well. It's 4 hands here, right? So the person and the 2 others. Or the 3 others, sorry. But I said 2 for a reason. Maybe they're going through something with their finances, or they will. And that is quite the implant, right? And like I said, I don't even think you're aware of it, collective, which is sad. You just have people within the background doing a lot of mean and nasty shit. Maybe that is why you feel that curse energy. It's nothing actually to do. Yes, your person is tied to them, so in that lens, but it's not them. It's other energy. I just feel called to say it. If you're not doing a cleanses or cleansing out your home with sage and smart sticks and whatnot, start making that a practice. Not that there's anything to fear, but so it doesn't interfere with your energy. Because I do not think you know to the extent that this is actually interfering within you and causing certain emotions to rise up within you. You could truly as well, not that we had a card about it, but you could start to be feeling that I'm not good enough energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Where you're just all of a sudden kind of negative towards your body. That you look yourself in the mirror and you're not quite happy about the way you look. That could be something that you would be feeling, because that person, maybe people that I read in the background lurking and looking, they are taking a hit within their ego. Their pride is wounded. Their ego is hurting. So they would be doing, like I said, a lot of projecting onto you, collective, when it comes to that. How you look, how you shine, how you glow. So do that and call your energy back. Call your energy back. Sit yourself down, look yourself in the mirror, light up a candle and call your energy back to you, truly. Protect yourself, right? Whew. So let's just see, collective, what? Yeah, where do we go from here? I kind of want to see what the universe wants you to focus on in this moment of time. Again, to escape that energy, so to speak, or at least to gravitate towards something else that is benefiting you, right? So let's just see, universe, what do you want this collective to focus on? I'm sorry, not gonna take that. So something here when it comes to 3 of Pentacles, it was 6 of Wands in reverse, but I felt like I flicked the card and I didn't know it wanted to be in reverse or not, so I'm just putting it back in. But it's the 3 of Pentacles here, upright, right? So that is all about maybe something to do with your work, with your workspace, or what you do for a living, right? Or something is coming to you when it comes to that. But truly working together about achieving something beautiful, original. This is 3 masters coming together to create a masterpiece, right? And you could be, again, we know that for a fact, but overthinking a lot in this moment of time. You could be an air sign, having that tendency to truly overthink a lot. But feeling maybe a bit of a sadness when it comes to that as well. And that is something the universe wants you to focus on in this moment of time. Not this person, but what are you sitting in? What is it you are in need of learning when it comes to you, your surroundings, right? Your reality within this moment of time, taking it back to you. Something here to be doing with work that could be putting you in sadness, overthinking, maybe a bit of stress, finding it hard to sleep, finding it hard to rest, that beautiful mind of yours within the night time. And when you go lay your head on the pillow, a lot of overthinking just takes over, and it's like, again, that emotional storm we saw. But a lot of restlessness, right? And a lack of confidence as well. And that could be something, like I said, you would be starting to take notice of, and that is coming over you. And for a reason, I said that with the egg cleansing out your home, having a routine when it comes to that, because you have people within the background that you do not know of that are hitting in your energy, right? Truly. And you need to not take it to yourself and think this is me. It's not. It's external energy interfering within yours, right? Take notice of that. That Ace of Pentacles, but sideways. So finding it hard to ground within this moment of time. And if we just take it upright, it's all about, well, new opportunities. Also the authentic start. It's a lot about finances as well. And I'm finding myself losing my throat chakra. So maybe it's something you're finding it hard to express within this moment of time when it comes to you and yourself. Finding that voice. Do you get what I'm saying? Again, for the right collective, this would make sense. It makes sense within my mind. But about the prosperity, right? Maybe about the salary increase. Maybe you're finding yourself actually being kind of not valued enough within the work that you're doing. And that is why it's leaving you within that energy of overprocessing, overthinking when it comes to this. So maybe you're wanting to break free and actually focus yourself when it comes to your path on something completely different. That could be something for a reason there, right? I just want one more for overall energy. And then we have the Knight of Cups as well, sideways. So if we take it to you, right? All about you. That new experience, right? The intuition. The attraction of offer, the proposal. Not that it has to be doing with a proposal within the love department. It could be doing with work, right? Not something is coming to you or you need to focus on that. But more than not, I am hearing that truly focus your energy onto you. Be a bit like him when it comes to you. Not within the narcissistic lens that he can as well express, but focus on you, your cup, and truly filling that up. And that is your main focus within this moment of time. Or it should be, right? You and your cup and how to fill it consistently, each and every day, drop by drop. How can you practice that? How can you put that in to a practice each and every day? How do you show up for yourself? Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's in the sideways position for a reason. So it has the ability to come upright, right? What about that Three of Pentacles, my angels? And the Ace of Wands. Also sideways, but we're just going to read it upright. Again, focusing on the positive, not the negative here. So something new, a new idea, a new passionate adventure for you. A new beginning, right? New experience. Something that would make you feel quite optimistic. It would be feeding within your creativity. So you could be quite the creative soul as well. And I find a lot of people on social media are in some way, shape, or form quite creative. So that could be something that you're truly wanting to do, right? It will help you grow as well. And it would give you a lot of motivation. And that's under the Three of Pentacles. You could have something there new that is coming to you. And then the Empress. So you would truly be a queen rising, right? And you could definitely be coming into that glow when it comes to that. And that is something the universe is telling you to focus on. So it's not here yet, but it will come. And something you need to start gravitating towards within your process of thought. You have something within your energy. And it will make you, again, quite prosperous. And it will make you come into that Empress, that beautiful Empress glow of truly sitting in that stillness and that attraction, of truly calling in what it is that you need and what you, I was about to say, can use. If you get what I'm saying, within the right lens of it, right? But having that potential, having that status, and like I talked about the other day within a reading, maybe you saw that for some reason, it's coming to my mind. But when you're in that Empress energy, things just flow to you naturally, without any force, without holding on, without obsession, without anything. She's just sitting there as that queen, right? Calling things through her. Because she's stable, she's secure, she's connected with herself and the higher self above her as well. She knows her worth. She knows what she's in need of. And she's not necessarily asking for it, but she's calling it in energetically, right? And people would be coming up to you, like complimenting you on your clothes, your hair, your makeup, your shoes. People would be looking, staring when you walk down the road and stuff like that. A lot of attention. And that energy, it would lead to that, right? That is good energy, my angel. And that is good energy. I just want one more for that, Three of Pentacles. And death, but in need of, right? In need of a rebirth. And that would be something you would then be coming into, right? To change, to grow, to truly come into that transition within yourself of choosing to end something here. And that is not benefiting you. And that death card with the Fool. Are you kidding me? This is exciting, collective. The Fool. The new beginning, the potential, the new change. A new beginning of a chapter, right? He's the first card within the tarot, so a true new beginning. But for you, and what you would be doing pentacle-wise, like three masterminds coming together to create a masterpiece. But that ending needs to come in as well. The Seven of Cups, but in reverse, so truly getting out of that fog, that confusion, right? Not knowing which cups to take from. Gaining that clarity. This is where I'm going. Just like him, he has one cup he's focused on. And that is the cup that is needed to be focused on for you in this moment of time. Me and my cup. And how do I fill it? Right? What kind of people is able to help me fill this up, and who is taking from it? And it doesn't have to only be doing with, again, friends and family. It's as well as work. Like I said, if you are finding yourself within a work situation where you feel undervalued, you have the opportunity to shift, to make something else, to do something that truly makes you happy. And it's a reason why I say it. Maybe you're finding it hard to get out or get into that lens that you actually do have opportunities Because maybe you're more sitting in that energy within this moment of time that could fit with what you are in. But being able to get out of it, of not feeling tied down, captive to anything. So you can release that, right? Makes sense. But it will need an ending here to rebirth something, to truly let the old go and step into a new with the Fool, the Ace of Wands, the Empress. Beautiful energy that is to come for this collective. What about Nine of Swords? So about that message, right? The Page of Wands. That initiative that you took. Maybe that would be replaying within your mind for quite some time. Maybe it's something you're already within regret of. But don't be. It was a chapter that you needed, right? It was a lesson that you needed to learn. It was there for a reason. Nothing is happening without intent. It's all planned out. So don't be beating yourself up within the head. Learn from it. And then move on. What did it learn me? What kind of wisdom am I gaining from this that I be able to use on my journey forward, right? It doesn't matter that this person didn't reply or they didn't reciprocate the feelings. Who cares? Who cares? You're still worthy, right? You're still very much worthy of what it is that you are in desire of. Don't forget that. It's also about an importance of some kind of message here. And we see that again. So something as well could be arriving when it comes to that. That will again put you into a bit of that energy. But let's just see a bit more with that Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah. So it is that person, right? They didn't see your offer. They didn't see what you were presenting to them. Again, it is what it is. It was a lesson that you need to learn. That chapter as well needs to be closed. That forgiveness needs to be put towards yourself. This person were not able to respond within the way, shape, and form you have hoped for. That olive branch we talked about, you reached out and you didn't get the reply. You didn't get any reply. You were met with silence, right? There is a reason for it that you are not even aware of. And that is the ship we were talking about within the beginning. You're not in control of that. You do not have any control about that. They are within their journey. And I say that throughout my readings. They are on their journey and you're on yours. So focus on what is it that you are learning within this moment of time when it comes to that. When it comes to you sending that message, what did it teach you? Because it taught you something valuable that you can use on the next chapter within your journey, right? And let that person be within that situation and not give it your energy, not give it your focus. It is not for you to figure out. It's for them to figure out. And they will figure it out within their own time, with their guides on their sides, right? But that's a lesson they will need to learn. So don't waste your energy on it. You can't force them. So surrender and lean back into that. And just know everything is going to according to plan. I'm exactly where I need to be in this moment of time in my journey. I do not need to beat myself up when it comes to that. I did what I did out of a pull, out of a need. I have learned that now. I have learned my lesson. Now move forward, right? Does it make sense? And when that pull comes to over you again, because it will again, to see, have you now learned the lesson? You will know not to give into it, right? Does it make sense to stand in that, to sit in that energy? Because you are coming into that. Make sense? What about the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card? So truly focusing on taming that lion that you do have within, that force, that power, that spark. And also about being patient and learning that. And that is one of the hardest lessons to learn, is to be patient, is to surrender to just being. And that lesson in itself is very hard, and a lot of people do not learn it within this lifetime. So again, don't beat yourself up over it. It takes time, and that is more than okay. We're not in a rush. It's all about looking at it as, I am learning step by step. It's not about the end goal. It's not about coming into a specific place within one's being. If that's the goal, you're missing the whole point of the journey. It's about learning. It's about growing. It's about transforming and coming into that wisdom and being able to put that wisdom into practice each and every day. So by thinking, I need to rush, I need to hurry, I need to get there, you're not learning your lesson. Patience. Surrender. Just be, without letting this go into overdrive, right? What was that? The Two of Swords. So getting rid of all of the insecurity, all of the standstill, right? But like I said, it's a lesson in itself to learn. So again, don't beat yourself up. I think this collective, you do have a tendency to do that. There's a reason why I keep saying it. You would have a tendency, like I said, you could be an air sign of having a mind that's never quiet. It's all about over processing all day, every day. Learning to get it into rest. If you're not practicing meditation, do that. I don't know where you're at within the world, but summer as well may be coming up for you to go practice that. Sit out in nature and meditate. If you're finding yourself being gravitated towards water, then make it a practice to visit the water as much as you can. If that is giving your center peace and sitting in that silence and just listen to the waves of the oceans, right? Do that. Make it a practice for you to fill up that cup, but in the right way. Make sense? What about him? So the Ten of Swords, the Herd, when it came to that wish fulfillment. Choosing not to go within with the Hermit, he needs to be upright. It's within that deep, meaningful reflections I learned. Pushing that away, it's not benefiting. So welcome him. Welcome that. Right? And if that person of yours, if that's more within that energy, that they are more within him, the Knight of Cups sideways, the Ten of Swords over this wish fulfillment, again pushing that true healing work from within away, you're not in control of that. You need to release that. That is not your ship to sail. You have your own ship that is desperate, in need of care, of love and nurture, right? So what is on that? What is within the ballast of it? What do you have within every container that is on your ship? Go explore. Go figure yourself out. Do you get what I'm saying? And protect your energy, collective. But the Hermit in reverse. So with the Queen of Cups. But again, sideways. A lot of sideways energy. Not in reverse, not quite upright. Could definitely indicate a lot of change. Just like the Death is implying on the horizon for you. But instead of tapping into that intuition, and that true belief that we talk about over here, of what is meant to be will always be. Me stressing, trying to control the situation, the outcome of what and when this comes in. I'm not learning my lesson. I am not learning to sit in this and having that belief. Do you get what I'm saying? She knows. She's tapped in. She's so intuitive. She's so loving, nurturing, caring. For her, other people, she's quite empathic as well. Because she has gone within with the Hermit. Gaining true reflection and understanding about the situation and why it needed to happen in the way, shape, or form that it did. Because what is it teaching me? It will give you strength, it will give you courage, and it will make you not fear the silence, the standstill within life, but truly appreciate it for what it is and what it's bringing to you. Doesn't that silence just mean that the drama that once stirred up within you, again, in any way, shape, or form it could have been, is not present anymore? That is something to be grateful for. Welcome the silence and the stillness. And if you fear it, healing is in need, right? So you can come into her in that beautiful, beautiful Empress energy and truly shine, just like you were meant to. And just like other people clearly looking in on your life are viewing you. Okay. I just want to give you one of these when it comes to your journey forward. These Wisdom Oracle cards. We haven't gotten them for quite some time. Just gonna see these Wisdom Oracle cards for the collective. Milk and honey. That is nice. Number 51. Here it is. So the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibility in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you are in your authentic zone. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nurtured in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are giving this gift of nurturement in every form. That is beautiful, and that's what's to come, collective. So be grateful, right? It's a blessing in disguise that this person has put up that boundary, because what are you coming into within yourself? I know it may be hard within this moment of time, but truly coming into that appreciation for the lesson, however hard it may be. Because what are you learning? And that is the thing that matters, that you are learning. Because without you knowing it, you are able to make that person learn as well. So thank them. Thank them for this lesson. It's a blessing in disguise. Oh, to the sea, number 7. You could have a year 7 on your hands. Or maybe that's your life path number as well. 7. So being in flow, return to source, recognize how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events, truth. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. As we said it, surrender, trust. Ride the way of opportunity formed by perfect condition. Allow trust and faith to guide you towards, to guide you forward as you follow like a river into the sea of life. That's beautiful to truly come into that. Just one more, my angels. The why. Number 31. So 51, 7, and 31 should be important angel numbers. Maybe angel numbers that you're seeing, or they're connected to some kind of a date as well. And that is important for this collective. Where is that? Should be there. Oh, the why. Motives, driving intention, the power of knowing. The why. There is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking these questions, looking for these answers, behaving in this way, and most importantly, making these choices. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. Then you are clear about it. Your intention will be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and hold the potential for growth. Just like that Ace of Pentacles, wanting to come in more upright. I am feeling that for some reason, right? But it's not within the moment of time. Needing to ask these questions to yourself. Why? And I say that a lot throughout my readings. Again, it's important to ask those questions, to come into those answers within yourself, not outside of yourself, but within the internal of you, right? I just want to give you one of these, and maybe we will do one of these as well. Let's just see where we'll take it from here. About the perception, number 35 as well. And the crown chakra, number 7. 7 must be significant for you, collective. Maybe it's a lucky number you have. And then 37, realization. So 35, 7, and 37. But the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edge of what we perceive as real and to take the good, hard, deep look at it. To come into that full, right? That new beginning. The crown chakra, number 7. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light, as you should, within this moment of time. That's why I say do all of that cleansing. Call your power back. Go sit in front of a mirror, lit a candle, and call your power back. Finding a way that works for you when it comes to transmuting energy, right? All of the thoughts, all of the feelings that you're having are not your burden to carry. There's so much energy being projected. That was the word. Projected onto you in this moment of time, and you're not even aware of it, right? Have that awareness. Transmute that. Turn truly that pain into power. Listen to music, dance, if that's what's helping you. Go out in nature, go center, go for a walk, whatever makes you transmute. Find an outlet for it, right? That works for you. Exercise. It can be a lot of things. 37, realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression within the world. Truth. I just want to follow up with one of these as well when it comes to that number 35. Believe. So within the perception, believe. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goddess. I have the power to fulfill my dreams. Truth. The will of the Almighty, the universe, right, supports me. My life is shown in the divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. Just want more for that perception. Vitality as well. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of myself regenerates, and every one of myself regenerates cells. You can just see it. Maybe that's something you need to affirm to yourself. Do you see it? I feel like you need to affirm that to yourself on a daily basis in this moment of time. What about that throat chakra? Return to the heart. I said throat chakra for a reason and then blue came out. Crown chakra. Return to the heart. I breathe light and something stick, I think it says, but that doesn't make sense to me. But I breathe light, the essence of my soul, the present moment. I claim my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence, just like this talks about transmuting that negative energy, truly turning that pain into power. And again with the blue. So to clear out that crown chakra, focus on your throat chakra. Be strong within you, right? And what you're expressing. The voice of the heart as well. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruits of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of life, of light. The realization number 37. Inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personally and physically, appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goddess are in the image of the divine. Truth. And faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the need of my soul. I trust in myself, in the divine and the universe. Beautiful. And then affirmations. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to find that playlist of affirmations, something. All right. Like I said, I just want to finish this reading off with a message from your angel team to give you in this moment of time and for the journey you are truly heading out on. So let's see a message from this collective's spirit team. 3 came out right away. We're just gonna see here. If your mind is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitation of what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Become abundant in all forms into your life. Or abundance in all forms into your life. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally coming to fruition. Be patient. Patience. Everything will come together for you, but you need to work on that patience of truly just being. And know that it takes time, and that is okay. There's no rush. Right? Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfection. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Truth. Because when you know who you are and you stand in your authentic you, nothing that people say to you behind your back or in your face will have any kind of impact on you, because you know who you are. And if people want to point the finger and put perceptions onto you about what they think that you are, you wouldn't even care because you're resting who you are, your entire vessel. So it will just be like water off a duck's back. Like, okay, you think that? Well, cool. I know I'm not that. But you think that. It says way more about you than it does about me, right? To come into that strength. Beautiful. Okay, angel numbers. Oh, what was that? That was an M. Your name could be Emily. I heard that. Or Emma. Angel numbers. That. Why did I say that? With an M? Emily? That's an E, isn't it? However. It just occurred to me. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like words just fly out my mouth. However, angel numbers, numbers that would be significant for you, dates, birthdays, house number, car plate number, digits in a phone number. Again, significant for this collective. Ooh, 444. So 444 must be very significant. Then we have 000 as well. And number 12, number 7, again, 7 is quite significant. It has been quite present within this reading. The 6 and a 3. So 000, 444, 6, 3, 7, and 12. And 3 again. Let's do initials. So write these down. This will spell out something insignificant to you. A message from your divine team. This could be initials. It again could be names to tie you to the people within this reading that we have been talking about, right? EKKQP NUNZQKX YJBJ, the High Priestess, YBKK. That YBK, maybe you just watched that documentary. You could love true crime. He was quite the person now, wasn't he? Maybe you just watched that documentary about him on Netflix. Oh, that was a K again. Kept popping out here. But that, my angels, was the reading for today. So thank you. So thank you so much for tapping in, for tuning in and listening. And I will be seeing you another day, another time, in another reading. Bye, my angels. Bye.